Gemini, and welcome to your extended reading with myself, Rachel Navy, aka Villagio Strega, extended reading here for the month of June. In case I don't remember to say it later, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell so you get updates as they happen. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, will not resonate for everyone, so keep what does and leave the rest. Real quickly, too, I just want to mention the artwork in the background here, minus the tarot cards, is mine. I am still doing commissioned and custom pieces. Again, all you have to do is reach out to me. All my information is linked below or in the description or the About section of my channel. And that said, Gemini, let's get to your reading. I'm doing Celtic cross style for you guys. See what kind of comes up here, and then I'm pulling a medicine card for you to get another overall energy for your period of time. We're talking like right now, today's the 11th, and I'm going to just say you're meant to see this when you're meant to see this in the month of June here for many of you. So 8 of Coins is already coming out here, Gemini. 8 of Coins is that wondering and waiting when all your hard work, your skills, of your skill, trade, or craft here is going to pay off. You've been working hard to master something. You want to be careful that you don't get sloppy with all that mastery. Sometimes when we do something so repetitiously, we can fumble on it because we get so acclimated to doing it a certain way or whatever it is, or we get bored with it sometimes too. But right now it seems like more about you're waiting for things to financially pay off, Gemini, is what you're hoping to gain. That, or to show that your time has not been a waste, to show that your efforts and your time, your hard work putting into a certain situation is worth it. So let's see what's crossing that. Let's see what the challenge is for that. Why are they waiting? Why is Gemini waiting? Thank you. I have got the Page of Cups energy. So just to show you really quick, these two cards, I've got the eight of Pentacles here, the Page of Cups. Page of Cups energy is something fun and exciting. It's a very childlike energy, Gemini. It's a very youthful, you could be dealing with children, you could be dealing with some sort of like childhood wonderment as you're on a new experience. You're taking a new journey in some sort of situation here. It's emotionally satisfying, but it's also like emotionally immature. You could be dealing with an individual who's very emotionally immature themselves, as you're kind of wondering and waiting when all of this is going to pay off. For some of you, this may be in relation to a child, that there's excitement around this child, but there's also a lot of hard work involved with this particular child in a situation. Niece, nephew, grandchild, child of your own even is what I'm picking up from that. And kind of like, okay, when are we going to get to the good stuff is also what's coming up for you, Gemini, in relation to this childlike excitement, this new emotionally satisfying journey. You have the Four of Coins energy as your hopes, your fears. Okay, so this is both someone who, this is my bank card, so this is maybe representative of someone who's both trying to save money, or it could be also that somebody's kind of being greedy, someone's kind of being miserly. Because it's in your hopes, your fears, your destiny area of what you're hopeful for altogether, this is also somebody who is hoping things are going to kind of go with the flow, that there's going to be more flow in their lives. Often the Four of Pentacles represents somebody who's so stuck in that energy of hanging on to everything they have, including their finance, or especially their finance, because it's Pentacles, that they don't allow other enjoyable things in their life, or they don't recognize it when other enjoyable things in their life come, because they're too scared to let go of what they already have, that they're striving so hard to hang on to. Could also be about being able to save for future foundations, a more solid foundation in the future as well. But I really feel in this particular reading, an instance at this moment, it's more about going with the flow of things. Because of this energy down here. Although the Eight of Coins is out too, so you definitely are trying to come up with a finance, waiting for the payoff in some sort of financial situation as well. That is savings for the future. It's saving for a solid foundation in the future. Queen of Swords energy is out in the distant past. She's the tough love energy. She's the no BS. She's that queen who says, if you're going to come to me, you better be telling me the truth. You better talk straight to me, because I don't waste my time. I'm full of integrity. I'm full of honesty. I can be cold at times, but it's only because I come from a place where I've already seen some hard times. You could be dealing with a feminine energy over the age of 35, or this could simply be your own energy here in the distant past here, Gemini, where you're just like putting your foot down and, you know, having integrity about a situation, communicating very effectively, and expecting the same from others as you're there to assist, you're there to help and support, but you're no BS about anything. You've got the Fool card in your recent past. This is, again, like the Page of Cups energy. This is some new exciting adventure that you're on here, Gemini, where you don't know what's going to happen next necessarily. There may not be a clear plan. Like, she wants a plan, but you may be saying like, hey, no, I'm just going for it. I don't know what to anticipate here to some extent, but I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying this new journey I'm on. This is the beginning of the hero's journey, where, you know, it's blind faith. It's letting faith lead the way. It's just simply being in the moment of those new experiences. Okay. So next up, you have the Seven of Wands energy in your near future. Seven of Wands is that energy of needing to put your foot down and stand your ground on a certain situation. There may be some opinions coming up. There may be a need for negotiation. There may be actions taken towards you that are opposing by others. But you, Gemini, really want to stand firm in what it is that you're believing and what it is that you're pursuing, even when others disagree with you, or even when others try to bring you down in that particular circumstance here, Gemini. Wonder what else this is about here as things kind of coming together. Let's see what your attitude is about all this here, Gemini. Okay. Got the Magician card energy. Heck yeah, you're manifesting. That is the second major arcana out. We've got the Fool card energy, and now we have the Magician. That's going right in a row with that. We've got the Emperor. Heck yeah. It's about legal stuff. Could be a fatherly figure. I'm going to go back to these guys in just a moment. And you've got the Hierophant. All major arcanas. One more, please. Thank you. All major arcanas. Gemini, I'm just going to look at the bottom of the deck now. Yeah, some money's coming in. Something's about to pay off big time. You've been putting in all this hard work. You said, nope, I know what I want. I know what I'm saving for. It's something new beginning. Again, putting in the hard work. It may be about an individual. It may be about a child. It may be pertaining to you standing your ground in a certain situation, but the divine's coming in to help you out. Whether it's through finance, whether it's through time, whether it's whatever you determine as wealthy and abundant here, Gemini, is what this Ace of Coins is really relating to for many of you. It's kind of like that Jack and the Beanstalk moment where, you know, the bean leads to, you don't exactly know what's at the end of the vine here. And there may be a giant still. There may be something bigger, more intimidating, but there's still a goose that lays a golden egg there too. And there's still some wonderful little tangible things to take home and prosper from. Okay, looking at your attitude about the situation and why I'm so excited is because you have the Magician card. The Magician energy is all about manifesting what it is you desire, manifesting your own reality, having the tools you need, and knowing it, Gemini. Knowing you have what it takes, knowing you have what you need to manifest what it is that you want. And again, it looks like more of that finance, that stable, secure foundation. What's in your external environment? Outside influences for you. You've got the Emperor card energy. Legal stuff could be judgments in your favor for sure. Emperor is all about man's law, man's structure, what is controlled within your domain. Again, I strong sense of father figure coming up with the Emperor's card here as well. He is Aries in energy. That's Mars, that's action. But Aries in energy and really is about civilizations, structural things, likes to build things. It may be about like securing a house, building a home, a solid foundation, perhaps even financial. But there's help here for you, and you may have legal contracts to sign here towards the end of the month. Wait until after June 23rd, 24th kind of time frame, because that's when Mercury comes out of retrograde. So not that it's not safe now, but it's just better timing towards the end of the month to sign those fine dotted lines with legal transactions. You then have, this is beautiful, you then have Gemini for your inner emotions is the Hierophant. This is you making a commitment. This is you saying, okay, whoever it is or whatever the situation is, I'm fully committed to it. In addition to perhaps seeking an authentic spiritual teacher along the way as well, because the Hierophant is all about how we conform to society as much as how we conform to spirit. And by conformity, I also mean commitments. So committing, you're ready to commit on whatever this situation is. Perhaps a house, perhaps a child or a new direction in your life here. Your overall energy coinciding with the Ace of Coins energy is the Hermit card. So this is something that's really your sole purpose, Gemini. The Hermit goes inward. He takes that moment of pause, that moment of reflection to check in with himself, to check in with his inner light, and to check in with higher power to make sure that they're on the right path, that they're serving not just themselves, but how they serve others is the correct path that they're supposed to be on. So the stag here, the white stag, again, I'm picking up a lot of fatherhood energy with that, and it's really about what serves you, serves your heart, serves your soul, and again, how that is portrayed out in the community or to others. With this whole journey and what you're working on, what you're working hard for here, Gemini. Okay, final card is going to be from the Medicine card deck, and I will read that from there, and we will ask. Okay, Porcupine. I like Porcupine energy because Porcupine is very misunderstood for all of its protective armor it has, defense mechanisms it has. So, Gemini, Porcupine. Okay. Innocence. Much like the Page of Cups. Innocence. Porcupine remind me of innocence again, with every man a brother, each woman a friend. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of Porcupine on the medicine wheel. Porcupine has many special qualities and very powerful medicine. The power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involving trusting the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you, that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Trust you can open doorways to creation spaces. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and share their gifts of love and joy and companionship. If you were to observe Porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when the trust has been broken between Porcupine and another creature. Much like Otter, Porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive when fear is not present. It is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith and for becoming a child again, or like a child again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silent, looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top of it and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw Bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, Bear. She cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruff old Bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know that I'm too old to play? You're in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, Bear, you were never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be impatient and gruff as you are now. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little Porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. Even she offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something inside him move. He started to remember the games he had played as a cub. He started to remember joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you have reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think I dropped my mask of gruffness. If I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You have taught me that in being fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old log. And so it was that Bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. In choosing the Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world, where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. Right? Fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child, and remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination. Pardon me. And the making of some game or toy for nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. Okay, so I'm losing my voice here for a moment, but blessed be Geminis. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I wish you all well. And if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below. You can find me over at Villagio Strega on Facebook, Rachel Navy here on YouTube, and of course, Villagio Strega on TikTok. I'll see you all soon.